Okay.
Yes, Hemanji, please start.
Yeah, good evening, all of you. Today, the topic is a bit something very different. So, first of all, let me, before starting the topic or mentioning it, let me tell you, I am nowhere from medical field, first of all, not a doctor or nothing like that. We are just talking what you have seen or what you have experienced and how to take cure, like take precautions. Sorry, okay. I'm not talking about a proper treatment or something like that. So we are talking on cold, cough, and respiration. How to avoid problems having such issues, like because nowadays the biggest problem has been pollution, and second, the habits which people are following worldwide. It's not only about India or Indian cities or anything like that. People all over the world are changing. The habits are really going downwards, and that is the biggest reason why we are having cold, cough, and respiratory problems. So believe it or not, um, हम लोग अगर सीधे रहेंगे तो मेडिसिन की जरूरत कम पड़ेगी. The biggest thing is we have to change ourselves so that medication is least needed, I would say. Of course, we need it. We are not gods here to play anything big, but definitely we are responsible for our own problems. So, first thing, believe that where we stand. So now coming back to like cold, अभी ठंडी का season है, it's a winter season, so definitely these things are bound to happen whenever you have some food which is like cold in nature, जैसे कि दही है, छाछ है, आइसक्रीम है, लोगों को ठंड तुरंत पकड़ लेती है, या एरिएटेड तो आई हैव टू लाइक टेल यू 100% बिकॉज एरिएटेड ड्रिंक्स तो तुरंत पकड़ लेता है, जैसे सर्दी या नाक जमा होना चालू हो जाता है. I don't know why before it never used to happen, but nowadays, since past 2 decades, it has been very bad. I think so. Last 20 years, like suddenly the things catch up. You suddenly go into that zone where you're enough cough and cold, like you're sneezing and all those things are happening, and even respiratory problems are happening because of pollution only, I would say, and definitely the way we are living, like there is no discipline. I feel discipline has become very, very like taken for granted thing. Uh, Even though I'm not talking about this generation only, I mind it. Even the old generation is doing the same mistake, which shouldn't be done. Before they were not doing like that, they were not like that. The behavior was good enough. Percentage wise, people were like disciplined. But nowadays, people have begun to like behave in something which should not be like that. Okay. So the this is the biggest problem. We can't blame nature every time or global warming and all. Who is responsible? Each and every person sitting over here who is living here on this earth. No, we are responsible. So just don't blame this one another. Each and every person has to take his own care, like, and he has to form his own disciplinary habits so that this thing overall comes down. Okay. So let's begin with cold now. Cold तो जैसे कि ठंडी का सीजन है, विंटर है, तो ये नॉर्मल है, बट डेफिनेटली what we shouldn't eat, or we shouldn't we should avoid those things, then we should so that we are like less prone to that. हम लोग को थोड़ा बचाव तो मिलेगा. So definitely in the nights or in the early mornings, avoid cold things to eat. Very simple. Okay. It's as simple as that, but we never do that. Okay, people say that we विंटर सीजन है तो हम तो चद्दर ओढ़ के रजाई ओढ़ के सो जाएंगे, बट दैट इज व्हाट शुडंट बी डन. वी आर ब्रेकिंग द हैबिट ऑफ एवरी सिंगल सीजन, लाइक विंटर, समर, रेनी सीजन. हम लोग का हम इंडियंस का तो अलग ही रहता है. 3-4 सीजन है तो उसमें अलग अलग टाइम पे उठेंगे हम लोग. तो गर्मी में जैसे जल्दी उठ जाएंगे, क्योंकि सनराइज जल्दी हो जाता है 5:45-6 बजे, तो हम लोग जल्दी उठेंगे. विंटर में तो 7, 7:30, 8 बज गए तो अभी वो चादर के अंदर ही रहता है. तो डोंट डू ऑल दिस थिंग्स. सी कीप अप यूनिफॉर्म टाइमिंग, लाइक विच विल हेल्प यू. हम लोग यही गलत कर जाते हैं सब। ठीक है, जैसे हम लोग चीट मिल करते हो, इधर भी चीटिंग ठीक है, लेकिन रोज रोज नहीं। हफ्ते में 10 दिन में एक बार ठीक है। तो आप रोज करोगे तो वो एक दिन भी आपको भारी पड़ जाता है। मैक्सिमम इट हैपेंस लाइक यू दैट वन डे विल मेक यू सिक फॉर 2-3 days. इट डज हैपन। एंड यू सडनली रियलाइज दैट यू टू गो टू द डॉक्टर, अरे मुझे तो कोल्ड हो गया है, सर्दी पकड़ ली, ये वो। यू डू ऑल दैट थिंग्स। सो सी दैट यू आर डिसिप्लिन्ड. Food, always try to eat all the seasons fresh food, whatever is there. Like when you cook food, like it should be just had within half an hour to 1 hour, because uh, if it is fresh enough, then the digestion is good enough. But in cold season now, if you eat that after hours and all, I know it remains good, the food remains good for even 2-3 days. I'm not telling that the cooked food. But if you have warm and fresh food now, then all this cough, cold, and all things now, they will remain away. Very frankly, 50%, 60%, 70% you are saved. People don't observe it or don't understand it. But when you do, these are simple things. I'm not talking about any medicines, I'm telling you. वेरी सिंपल लिविंग, एज आई ऑलवेज से, कि भाई ताज़ा खाना खा लो, प्रॉब्लम क्या है? खाना किस लिए बनाया गया? फ्रीज में ठूसने के लिए, या फिर बताने के लिए कि मैंने खाना बना दिया है, खा लेना शाम को? नो यूज मेकिंग दैट फूड. ईट ऑन द स्पॉट, जो बनाया है फ्रेश वो खाओ ना. व्हाई यू वांट टू बिकम सिक मैन? सो आई वुड से जस्ट गो फॉर फ्रेश थिंग्स, एंड वी डू नॉट. सिंपल बेसिक थिंग्स वी नेवर फॉलो. सुबह नहाना है टाइम पे, वो नहीं करेंगे. ठंड लगी इसलिए 10 बजे नहाने जाएगा बंदा. अरे आपको स्नीजिंग तो लगेगा ना, कोल्ड तो पकड़ेगा ही. क्यों नहीं? पूरा टाइम चेंज हो गया, पूरा सन ऊपर आ चुका है और बाद में आप नहाने जा रहे हो, तो वो होना ही है. आपके बॉडी पे उल्टा असर करेगा वो. हम लोग नहीं समझते ये बातें, लेकिन यूनिफॉर्मिटी होगा तो तकलीफ कम होगी. कितने लोग ऐसे उठ के चाय पियेंगे और नहाने जाएंगे 2 मिनट में? तो ये सब गलत है. इट्स रॉन्ग. बॉडी टेम्परेचर कुछ है, अंदर बाहर कुछ और सडनली आप नहाने जा रहे हो ठंडे गर्म पानी से, जो भी है, तो डेफिनेटली लिटिल बिट ऑफ थिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन, दैट इट विल कैच कोल्ड कफ और समथिंग लाइक दैट. अभी नहीं, 2 दिन बाद पकड़ेगा जरूर. Even pollution is actually, pollution has also taken a big this thing, like because of this what vehicles and all. Actually, what we see in our cities is not fog. It is that pollution which is mixed inside the actual fog. Like it's really dangerous, poisonous. I'm telling you. It is smog, no? I feel what they call it. So it's very bad. But now, how to save from it? Now, people say do yoga. Let me come back to our topic. Because जब आपको बोला जाता है योगा करो सुबह उठ के या बाहर, आई हैव सीन पीपल डूइंग योगा ऑन द रोड एंड ऑल, लाइक ऑन द बिग रोड्स जहाँ पे ग्राउंड्स है वहां पर. बट समवेयर आई फील व्हेन देयर इज सो मच ऑफ पोल्यूशन एंड यू आर डूइंग इन दैट प्लेस, you understand what you are inhaling. I don't have to explain you. See, people do that, means thinking that okay, we are into groups and we are into fresh air, this, that. No. When you check the levels of that, what do you call the air, what they count now? I don't know that machine what it is, but definitely when you count that thing, then you see that what you are inhaling is something very dangerous. So try to search a place, or then your home is good enough where actually very less pollution comes inside. You can have your exercise done with कपालभाति है, कोई भी प्राणायाम है, meditation है. मुझे लगता है that is the best place, I feel. Okay, so you can go for that instead of going in the open road and doing it. See, uh, हमको किसको दिखाना है? Whom we are showing all this? अरे do it for your own self. See that your own body is well maintained, your breathing is well maintained, you are living healthily, sound, very nicely. So that is more important, no? Breathing on the roads is not important. So I know people may get angry, but that is the truth. So many people get ill because they will all do the 50 people are there and you're doing pranayam बाजू में बैठे एक दूसरे के 1 फीट का भी distance नहीं है and you're doing pranayam with each other in the groups. Okay, great. Group pranayam helps you a lot, I say. Great. But at the same time, if somebody is having infection, what to do? What to do? Out of 50 people, suppose 5 having cold, sneezing, or viral infection, what to do? If they are joining you and doing that exercise, breathing exercises, what you'll do? It may catch up, no? So understand some things. It's not that every time everything is good. You have to really be observative. I've always told, observe yourself, observe your surroundings, observe whatever you are doing. That is great. Be your own doctor. As far as you can. I'm not telling that we are going to become doctors. So, sorry. So, please see that you are observant, where you are sitting, what you are doing, how you are doing, people around you, what they are. These things are very necessary when you're doing these things like exercises or your habit care of it. So people just don't want to follow the basics. They want to read big things, big words, and big thinking, big medications, big tonics. Do you really need to make that expenditure or then those things like think over it. Think over it twice, 5 times, 10 times. कि क्या सच है. And if you really think about it, I think no need to do these things like I don't think. I went through a very bad batch of cold right now. I was even unable to speak for 4 days, I'm telling you. But it was my mistake. Let me accept it very, very openly. It was my mistake. So it happened to me. जब पता है तुम प्रॉब्लम में हो और फिर भी तुम वही गलती वापस करोगे तो होना है. So it happened to me. And I accept it openly. कि बाबा हाँ, I had consumed something which is not to be consumed even when I had problem. So it had to grow up. It had to become more, no? So I faced it. I had to go through that. 15, 20 days, I had a lot of cough. Like my voice was changed. I was unable to speak. There was a lot of things like, so congestion was there. So it happens. We can't help it. Now somebody will say, अरे आप discipline की बात करके आप ऐसा क्यों कर गए? I'm human, man. I did it. It was my mistake. Let me accept it, no? So this is it. Like, but we can't blame others for that, no? मेरे मुंह में लालच आ गया, मैंने खा लिया 2 4 बार बिना पूछे समझे, तो मुझे वो तकलीफ होनी थी. आई हैड टू गो थ्रू दैट. A lot of pain in the chest because of that, a lot of sneezing cold and oh my goodness, it was too much. So yes, it happened. I was even unable to breathe properly because of that for a few days. Because it took pain. But then I realized why I did that. After doing all nonsense, then I was asking myself why I did that. So definitely that happens. We know we are doing the mistake, but we never accept it. We want to blame the government, the roads, the people around. That is what we do, no, every time. Let's become more observant of ourselves, what we are doing, so that we need less of medicines and less of all these things like what. And it's like जितना दवाई यूज करोगे बॉडी के लिए उतना आगे जाके प्रॉब्लम होता है. आप सबको पता है. इवन द पीपल फ्रॉम मेडिकल फील्ड नो इट. इट्स एन ओपन सीक्रेट, नो? जितना दवाई लोगे रेजिस्टेंस उतना ही कम होता है ना, जितना भी आप लोगे तो why not form a body which is like naturally adaptive to heal ourselves. So do get up at your time, what is decided. Do your exercises in the same way all the months, 12 months, full year. That is more important. Whatever you work, eat, keep your habits ongoing. And in a season which is uncomfortable for me, it's very cold and all, see that sip in warm food or then very warm liquids like tea, coffee, whatever you have. I don't know, means what all things, because I don't consume all that, but definitely those who have tea, coffee, and all, green tea and all, whatever, see that it is warm enough and fresh enough. Whatever you have, food should be fresh. Very simple. It would be better if you consume fresh food, which is prepared within half an hour, 1 hour, so that your body always remains good. All 12 months, I would say, instead of only cold, just to for this lecture, like what we are saying, cold कफ से बचने के लिए मैं बताऊँ हर चीज से बचो ना फ्रेश खा के inclusive of cold cough. So everything comes in that. So see that you have fresh things and which are viable or good for your body. ऑब्जर्व करो कि आपके बॉडी के लिए सूटेबल क्या है खाना है। बहुत लोग ऐसे भी है जो हरी मिर्च खा के भी अपनी सर्दी या कोल्ड गायब कर देते हैं। अदरक खा लेंगे, लहसुन खा लेंगे। दीज आर ऑल नेचुरल थिंग्स। काली मिरी है, ब्लैक ब्लैक पेपर, आई मीन लौंग है। देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स लाइक वी यूज दैट ओनली। I opt for that first, and then only I go for medicines if needed. Otherwise, no. So there are so many natural things like which can really help you out of that. जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना नानी के टोटके या मम्मी के पास आइडियाज होती है। आई थिंक दे आर फार मोर वंडरफुल इफ यू यूज इट प्रॉपरली। नाउ कमिंग टू द रेस्पिरेटरी प्लेस, रेस्पिरेशन का प्रॉब्लम नॉर्मल है। कोल्ड में बहुत लोगों को होता है। और खास करके जिनको कफ का कंजेशन हो जाता है, होता ही है नॉर्मली। अभी आपके दिल्ली में है या फिर जो भी है, ऐसे थोड़ा सा ओपन जगह है जहाँ पे ठंड ज़्यादा है, मे बी इवन 1 to 5 डिग्री, 0 डिग्रीज माइनस, वहाँ ये बहुत आम है कि आप लोगों को तकलीफ होती है। बट एट सच टाइम आई टेल यू ब्रीदिंग इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अ लॉट मीन्स लॉट। You will never imagine that it has actually help you so much. So, and we'll go for, I'll show you that 4 exercises. I've already shown it in the past, but again I'll show you because this will help you warm up your whole body with the breath. So that is far more important, I think. I'll definitely show you. We'll start with those 4 breaths. First thing is being aware of your breathing, like you are going to have that normal breathe. This one. Second, you are going to go a bit deeper. नोज से निकालो अंदर बाहर। डू इट 10, 15, 20 seconds, or if you have really have the power, then 30 seconds or more, whatever you feel like. Third, again you're going to go a bit little faster, like this is the third one. And fourth, if possible, if you are very much in your tuning, like if you're able to do it, then only do it. Yeah, continuous करना है 10, 20, 30 seconds, and you'll be tired enough. You may even sweat within 2, 3 minutes if you really do it properly. So this is more than enough to heat you up, warm you up. और जितने भी रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम्स है वो मिनिमाइज हो ही जाएंगे, provided that you don't have any viral infections around you or inside you. See that you are able to breathe properly. अदरवाइज सिर्फ मैं बोला इसके लिए कर दिया, ऐसा मत करना। पहले सी दैट यू आर एबल टू डू इट और नॉट। डोंट डू इट फोर्सफुली, because then again there will be another big problem coming up. So I don't want that. So please see that you are able to do it or not. Always see what your body is able to do or not. What is easy, then do it that way. जो आपको आसान लगे वो तो शुरू करो। वार्मिंग करना है तो वॉक करो। वॉक मतलब ऐसा वॉक होना चाहिए जहाँ पे पूरा बॉडी को प्रेशर आना चाहिए, सर से लेके पाँव तक हर जगह पूरा बॉडी ऐसा तन कर स्ट्रेस करके उसको अच्छी तरह से हिलाकर चलना चाहिए। उसके ऊपर प्रेशर आना चाहिए कि हमको पसीना छूटे। हम लोग तो वो मोबाइल का और वो सब लेके घूमते हैं, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है। तो वो वॉक से तो आपको सर्दी लगनी है। इट्स ऑल टाइम पास, आई वुड से। So if you're going for a leisure walk, great. But if you are going for a purpose, then do it properly. So that is what I mean to say. Do your warming exercise, jumping, laughing, whatever PT exercise we used to do in the school. up, down, all the hands, legs, jumping. Do all those things which are really going to help you so that you warm up properly within 10-20 minutes and you are ready for your daily routine, your office, your school, your college, whatever it is. और या if you're a housewife or whatever, like आपका घर पे भी तो पूरा दिन काम होता है, पर बॉडी वार्म हो जाएगी तो you're fresh enough to work in such conditions. So it is very much useful that you do these things. You just can't like, don't ignore it, because body needs these things and we always try to run away from those things. और खास करके सर्दियों में बहुत देखा है मैंने कि इवन वी समटाइम्स डू दैट सडनली कि अरे आज तो हमको जगना ही नहीं है, उठना ही नहीं, वो रह जाए या चादर ओढ़ के सोए हैं तो बाहर आना ही नहीं है, चाहे 8 बजे, 9 बजे, 10 बजे, बट अल्टीमेटली वी हैव टू सफर ना. I say you rest now. You have a holiday now. Great. I say you rest. You take enough of leisure time. But mornings, don't play with the mornings. I would say be serious about your mornings. Get up early as per your timetable, whatever it is fixed up. Do your routine, little bit of exercises, have a nice breakfast or whatever, then again you go to rest 11-12 बजे, no problem. But mornings are very important because morning the air is very fresh, the vibrations are very good enough, very positive, everything is good enough for you. So don't miss it out. Sunrise is the best thing that can happen to your body when you go outside and you're taking that heat or that sun bath in the mornings, then that is really useful for all kinds of bodies. Extraordinary, somebody suffering from something, then I don't know, because medically I am not that distinctly I have that knowledge. But definitely 90% sun is going to help you, the morning sun. Now, for those who are already into the problem, like you are having a very bad cold, cough, so now how to come out of that? Because you are not able to do your pranayam also at that time or meditate also, because already your head is heavy, your chest is congested, your throat is congested. Now what to do? It's a big question, no? What you will do now under such circumstances? I suggest warm water, हनी वाला, जिसमें कि आप ब्लैक पेपर और लौंग का थोड़ा पीसा हुआ 1-2 पीस डाल दो. It will definitely help. सेकंड, मैं मेरा हल्दी वाला दूध पीता हूँ, थोड़ा सा ड्राई फ्रूट्स होंगे उसको मिक्स कर देता हूँ साथ में, because that warms my body and I get enough heat from it. So that is how I work out. Like whenever I want, like I consume those things. And many people whom I have told, like they have got good results. They have got that changes. And while doing a breathing exercise, one thing you can try is Kapalbhati, because that is the only thing you can try at that time. You are unable to do pranayam because you cannot go deep. You cannot, it means you are unable to perform that deep breathing because your lungs are congested, your nose is congested, everything is like, so you can't do that time. You have to wait for the right time. So the best thing is मेंटल हीलिंग है और कपालभाति है, वो जरूर करें. मेंटल हीलिंग मीन्स आई वुड से कमांड योर सेल्फ, योर बॉडी, योर माइंड दैट आई एम बिकमिंग better and better, or then I'm getting healed, I'm getting treated with my own subconscious mind or the power around you, whatever energies they are. You can go on telling yourself because it will work. Definitely it will work. नाउ यूल से अरे मैंने 5 बार बोला, बट आपको 50 बार बोलने की जरूरत थी, आपने 5 बार में कैसे चुप हो गए? तो डू दैट, यू कैंट वेट लाइक, एंड डेफिनेटली डू योर एक्सरसाइजेस. कपालभाति स्पेशली करो अंडर सच सर्कमस्टेंस. ट्राई, ओके, ट्राई टू डू एज मच. अभी लोग बोलेंगे हम नहीं कर पाते, मैं बोलता हूँ क्यों नहीं कर पाते भैया? मैंने आपको जोर से फोर्सफुली करने नहीं बोला है. अगर समझो मुझे तकलीफ है, आई हैव सम प्रॉब्लम and I'm unable to do, I'll start slowly ना, like this I'll do this way, स्लोली करूंगा मैं, कोई एप्लीकेशन फोर्स का जरूरी नहीं है, टिल द थिंग्स बिकम अ बिट ओके, देन यू गो फॉर दैट डीपर ones, okay, then go deeper more, so that the problem is solved. You just can't say कि it didn't happen or means मुझसे नहीं होता. You have to, कड़ी दवाई भी खाते हो ना, और जब भी बीमार होने के पहले भी जो चीजें नहीं चाहिए वो भी खा ही जाते हो ना, तो ये भी करो. Do it because it will help you definitely. And once you feel that a little bit of clarity is there, you can do a little bit of deep breathing. Start slowly, because then once the rhythm is there, na, everything will be cleaned up. Then, when you are breathing, always see that वायरल इन्फेक्शन वाला इंसान आजू बाजू में नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाट इज मीन्स आई फील. If somebody is having any communicable disease beside you, is sitting there, is infected, then it will affect you also. This is the way I got COVID. so, it just reminded me. So, I was busy doing my pranayama, and I did not know person beside me who is talking to me has COVID, and I was gone. So, many times it happens. Okay, it's not only about COVID. Many other things, any other viral infection which is catchable, it is bound to catch you. Unless and until you are too great a person who is having so much of resistance power. Okay, so that is, I mean, they're blessed people, I would say, but definitely it happens. So these small things we don't do, or we don't observe, and suddenly we find ourselves in that place where we are not to be. ब्रीदिंग करो, लेकिन कहाँ कर रहे हो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. And that is I always say, try to be alone when you're doing your pranayama and all. Na, try to be alone as much as possible. Because at us, when we always talk कि vibrations घूमते हैं, thoughts घूमते हैं, everything is like connected. Then I say somebody's negative thoughts can also affect you, no? Isn't it? There are no answers for such things. So I would say try to be as alone in solitude while doing all these exercises, because it will affect more better, because you know what you want, how you want to grow, what power you want, what you don't want, what types of thoughts you want, you don't want, resistance किस तरह का चाहिए नहीं चाहिए, everything you know what you want. आपके बाजू में बैठा है उसको नहीं पता है. See what your requirement is and act accordingly. That is so much important. You always forget that. So these things are, one thing I forgot to tell you, whenever you having cold, cough and all those things, see that all the congestion is removed. Even if you have to spit 100 times a day, go to the basin, sink or your toilet, clean up yourself and come. Don't be lazy. अरे अभी है ना, नाक में है ना, इधर है, पड़ा रहने दो थोड़ी देर. Don't do that. Don't ever do that mistake. It's very simple thing, but people don't follow that. बच्चे के जैसे बिहेव करते हैं हम बड़े लोग भी, कि वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू बी, अरे ऐसा करके बैठ जाते हैं चुप. नो, इट शुड बी थ्रोन ऑफ. इवन इफ यू हैव टू गेट अप 100 टाइम्स, गेट अप. रात को भी नींद में भी हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि व्हेन वी हैव कोल्ड, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वो गंदगी सब यहीं पड़ी रहती है अंदर, नाक में, गले में. अरे कौन उठेगा वहां तक, कौन जाएगा वॉश बेसिन तक या बाथरूम तक. वी ऑलवेज डू दैट ना. वी दैट laziness is always there, but I think you shouldn't. Get up 50 times a night, no problem. But see that you're cleaned up, because that will actually lessen or decline that problem. Means धीरे धीरे वो कम होता जाएगा infection. वरना वो कंजेशन बढ़ता जाएगा, और इतना सा खाना बस है इतना कफ बनाने के लिए, अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो. So I think it should be thrown off as many times as we can. So their throat, nose always is kept clear every moment. 10 मिनट में भी उठना पड़े तो उठो, no problem, get up and do it. There are very small things which we really ignore. Like we know, but still we are like नहीं चाहे तो कुछ नहीं होगा, nothing will happen, and that is how we carry on. And second in the morning, the whole nose is blocked, whole nose is blocked, and these things happen. And then we suddenly say, अरे बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है मुझे, आई एम फीलिंग लाइक टू मच. You could have lessened it up, or then you could have been more better than in position than what you are right now. But make a mistake. We do commit that mistakes every time. Medication is okay. I say medicines लेना बहुत जरूरी है. But still you have to clean yourself also ना. क्या वो दवाई क्या पूरा गला के सफा आपको क्लीन करके वॉश करके नहीं दे देगा ना. कुछ चीजें तो आपको करनी पड़ेगी ना. तो उसके लिए डिसिप्लिन चाहिए. यू हैव टू बी लाइक, यू कांट बी लेजी और लाइक ignoring such things, very small and simple things, but we don't follow them. So these habits really, like, they can save you a lot, but mm, see that you follow these basic things in your life, which we really do not do it. We always dependent, like we are all dependent on medicines. We are all dependent, automatically हो जाएगा, आप खाया तो ये ठीक हो जाऊंगा. But something extra is needed, that effort is needed somewhere. Every time you can't say hospitalization or the tablets are going to make you totally 100% okay. But why you want to reach there, I would say, before only you can become normal, or you can get treated like in proper way at home only. So opt for this simple habits. मॉर्निंग का जो सेशन है मैंने बताया वो, food should be as fresh, and at such time see that you have more light food. We think that we will be eating spicy and will get okay and oily and all. No, it will increase the problem. Remember that. Always say simple, जितना खाना simple होगा उतना अच्छा होगा. Okay, one more thing is like when we have too much of cold, I don't know medically it is fit or not to say, but still I'm telling it on the screen. Um, बनाना यानी केले जो होते हैं ना वो ओवर राइप हो जाते हैं, एकदम येलो हो जाते हैं. तो कोल्ड कफ होता है तभी वो खिलाते हैं, तो उससे कफ पूरा निकल जाता है, बाहर आ जाता है. तो ये भी एक होता है. ओके. तो पता नहीं आप लोगों को ये पसंद है नहीं है, राइट है रॉन्ग है, बट वी हैव डन दैट इन द पास्ट एंड वी हैव गॉट रिजल्ट्स. इट इज नॉट अबाउट गारंटिंग एनीवन समथिंग मेडिकली, बट इट डज हैपन. Now don't give it to some old person or something like that, just a 60, 70, 80 wale, because we really don't know what action it would have, means what reaction it would be. But definitely we have done that in our age, like 20, 30, 40, whatever, like. So it has helped us a lot, very frankly, in the tough and all, like. पूरा गिरा डालता था. So that was one of the things like which I knew. So I told you. And definitely I used to like have warm water a lot, like lot means एकदम गर्म नहीं, but definitely lukewarm या थोड़ा सा. एंड डेफिनेटली हनी होगा तो और अच्छा है. अब मैं बोला भी अंदर क्या क्या डालना है, ये सब चीजें करोगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. बाकी रही बात प्राणायाम की, प्राणायाम तभी करो जब इट इज एबल टू, लाइक यू आर एबल टू डू इट, अदरवाइज डोंट डू इट. बिकॉज when the whole thing is congested and you do that pranayam, it may actually like rise up, like वो कफ जो है वो ऊपर तक भी आ सकता है और आपको छोटा मोटा वापस साइड इफेक्ट या कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो. तो हर वक्त प्राणायाम ही सब इलाज देगा ऐसा नहीं है. देता है, मैं बोलता हूँ 99% देता है. पर ऐसे वक्त पे मत करो जब आपका गला ही खराब है, थ्रोट, नाक, जिससे हम लोग प्राणायाम करते हैं. तो दैट टाइम डोंट ट्राई टू डू इट till at least the passage is cleared a little, so that you are able to breathe smoothly in a rhythmic way. So always remember that. Till then do mentally na. Even mental pranayam you can do, mental healing you can do, mental suggestions है जो भी है हमारे commands है, दो ना अपने बॉडी को. go into trance, or as ma'am always says, hypnosis. Go and give your commands, warm up your body through hypnosis. There are so many things which can heal you. And food, one thing like I forgot to tell you that have as much as warm soups. Like there are so many kinds of soup, vegetable soups, Chinese soups, but see that you prepare it in a nice way, fresh, and the ingredients are really healthy enough. Because nowadays, they put anything, any color and this, that. So see that you have a good food. Like अगर घर पे बनाया तो best ही है. So that no issue only. But definitely see that it helps you, it cleanses you instead of making the things more worse. These are all small things. Technically speaking, I've already told you that warm up exercises, timings, what to eat, what not to eat. Kapalbhati is a must. Let me tell you very frankly, कि cough, cold, रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम्स है तो कपालभाति करो. पहले स्लोली करो, लेकिन करो. 2 मिनट, 5 मिनट, 10 मिनट, धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज करो. क्योंकि वो एक ही है जो आपको पूरा खोलने का कोशिश करेगा, जो कंजेशन को खोलने का कोशिश करेगा पूरा. इट विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट. कपालभाति. And do it slowly as much as you can because it really helps. Now हम लोग एक कंडीशन है, आप ऑपरेशन हुआ है या कोई कट्स है बड़ा या अंदर कोई मेजर इशू है, तो आप डॉक्टर को या जो भी आपके मेंटर है या उनको पूछ के करना. क्योंकि उस वक्त पे उस पे प्रेशर देना भी अच्छा नहीं होता है ना. अभी फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम ऑपरेटेड राइट नाउ एंड आई हैव 20 स्टिचेस इनसाइड एंड आई एम डूइंग कपालभाति एंड दैट इज रॉन्ग. Even if I have a cold, I will start Kapalbhati. No, that is wrong that time because it is going to hurt you inside somewhere because that pressure or that stretching thing is going to happen. So that does not mean just because I told that you are going to do Kapalbhati and all those things whenever you want. Somewhere something has to be understood. Common sense लगाना थोड़ा उस वक्त पे कि भैया ऐसे कंडीशन में मैं नहीं कर सकता. Otherwise the blame will come on me. So please see that use your brains, common senses, logics well. But definitely, Kapalbhati will help you in all these three things, and 100% it will help you, provided you do it in a right manner. See that the force applied is very much normal and which is like means absorbable, और then आपके लिए उतना फोर्स काफी है. स्लोली 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 फोर्स बढ़ाना, एक साथ मत बढ़ाना. बट डेफिनेटली आई एश्योर यू दैट आपका कफ कोल्ड कम हो जाएगा, आपका रेस्पिरेशन एंड ब्रीदिंग इजी हो जाएगा. 1-2 दिन में ठीक होने लगेगा. मीन्स थोड़ा 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 कम होगा. मतलब जितना भी ज्यादा होने दो, अगर ज्यादा है तो 2-4 दिन लगेंगे, लेकिन होगा जरूर. डोंट मिस आउट योर सेशंस ऑफ डूइंग दिस थिंग्स एंड सी दैट एक डिसिप्लिन बनाए रखो. दैट इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग बिकॉज नथिंग इज पॉसिबल विदाउट दैट. कभी भी कुछ भी उठाकर खा लिया, कभी भी जाके सो गए, कभी भी उठे, कभी भी कुछ भी किया, तो नहीं. एज अ किड इट इज ओके बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम हमारी मशीन बराबर होती है, एकदम परफेक्ट होती है ना बॉडी. बच्चा होता है, वो गिरे 10 बार भी गिरा तो उठ के वापस चलता है, दौड़ता है. बट दैट एज इज लाइक दैट. राइट फ्रॉम 2-3 years to 10-15-20 years, you are very 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 strong enough inside to cope with that. But then as you grow in the 30, 40, 50, slowly, see, I'm not telling that we are not healthy, but see that you are alert enough or aware enough to know or understand what your body needs. We can live young up to 80, 90, 100 also. It is not that we are going to get old mentally or bodily. You have if you have enough energy, great. Very much happy about it. But still you have to be aware what is happening inside you. Be a great observer of yourself. Again and again I repeat, again and again I am going to tell you that same thing. खुद को ऑब्जर्व करते रहो, बॉडी को क्या कम है, कम ज्यादा है, कुछ भी है तो उसको बैलेंस कैसे करना है. वी रियली नीड टू स्टडी अवर सेल्फ फॉर दैट. ओके. तो I think these are common things. There is no much thing to like discuss about. बाकी तो डॉक्टर आपको मेडिकली आपको दवाई दे देते हैं over there. But here in our field, I've told you use your hypnosis, use your trance sessions to heat up your body. Everything can be done, no? And those who are practitioners, they know it well. And those who are not, I'll tell you, when you use hypnosis or a trance session, you can heat your body as much as you want under any condition. Even if you are 0 degrees, still you will be able to feel the warmth. But actually speaking, the whole thing is around you is very cold. Remember that also when you're doing that. कि बॉडी को कितने देर तक रखना है, उस कंडीशन में नहीं रखना है, कैसे करना है. Because you might go by a stretch of 2, 3, 4 hours and then suddenly you come out of it and you feel cold. So that is also a problem. So see that how you are going to balance yourself, understand yourself well. You can perspire even in 0 degrees. पसीने छूट जाएंगे जीरो में. But you should know how to do it. Otherwise, somewhere you do something wrong and then you'll face the burns. So don't do that. Everything is possible, but provided you know the method, provided you are under guidance, or provided that you have mastered that thing, then it is okay. So please do this exercises as much as I told you. और ये हैबिट्स फॉर्मेशन जो भी मैंने कहा है प्लीज फॉलो कीजिए. प्लीज आपके आजू बाजू के लोगों को और पोल्यूशन को ब्लेम मत करो, क्योंकि हम लोग सब उसका हिस्सा है. एंड वी ऑल आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल. एंड सी दैट यू डू योर बेसिक एक्सरसाइजेज वेयर देयर इज लेस ऑफ इन्फेक्शन, लेस ऑफ पोल्यूशन, टू अवॉइड ब्रीदिंग प्रॉब्लम्स. जाके दिल्ली गेट पे बैठ जाओगे या कोई जाके हमारे यहाँ बम्बई में कोई ऐसे क्राउडेड जगह में बैठ जाते हैं प्राणायाम करने, और फिर बोलते हैं मुझे तो दिक्कत हो गई, मुझे तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया. अरे होगा ना. Are you mentally retarded to do that in a place where there is the air is only pura polluted? You tell me, what kind of sense does it make? You're inhaling all smoke inside and you're telling pranayam से मुझे प्रॉब्लम हो गया. होगा ना, क्यों नहीं होगा. See, show of business is different, and those who want to do it for yourself or your own growth or your own health, that is different. So I have always been telling you, do it for yourself. आपने कितने जोर से कपालभाति किया, आपने कितने देर मेडिटेशन किया, आपने कितने देर और कितना लंबा प्राणायाम किया, किसी को पड़ी नहीं है. आप बता के क्या करोगे. आपके बॉडी को बेयर करना है उसको. तो आपके लिए अच्छा क्या है वो करो. डू व्हाट इज गुड फॉर यू, नॉट फॉर द वर्ल्ड. लाइक what I see around daily morning. So I really feel like laughing then. Do it now. Do it for 4 hours. But see that where you're doing. I've seen people sitting under a tree, sitting on certain things. It's a laughing stock, I feel. So forget those things. Let's be again back to normal and see that you do it for yourself. Get healthy, better. See, under these conditions, also you are able to sustain those things. Even if you are living in Delhi, Mumbai, Madras, wherever in the big cities where it is very polluted, still God has given enough places and opportunities where you can be healthy doing these exercises. Choose your place well, choose your timings well, food habits well, and definitely you will be more healthier than before, I say. Okay. So I think there is not much to say about all these things because we all know what we are doing. है ना? So please follow the basic rules for all these things. And if you think so, some technical issues there, then definitely in this group there are many people who are really guiding well. There are great mentors. You can call me also. If there is a certain definite technical issue, definitely whatever help we can, will definitely guide you. Okay. So I would like to stop the topic here. I always talk about common senses because that is the place where you start from doing all these things. Be it anything, be it your yoga, be it your health, or be it any issue. The thing is where this thing should work a bit proper. So that is the main issue. So वहां से beginning है हर चीज की. Okay. So once again I stop it here. Anybody would like to talk? And basically yes, let's talk about it. Anything, any questions? Then please go ahead.
Thank you, Hemantji. You covered really well the whole topic. So thank you for, and your advices are also good. We should stick to inside when there is a lot of pollution. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but that has been happening. You have seen, I myself got infected. Now that is why I'm telling you.
yes.
But that was not actually my fault, also, ma'am. My friend was sitting around 3 feet around far. So
Mm,
the distance was 3 feet,
mm,
and I was breathing to heal him of certain pain of a body, and that fellow did not tell me, or he didn't know himself that he was infected with COVID. And
mm.
I breathed in and out, like I did my pranayama and started to heal him, and I got all that infection actually. So it happens. So it's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, it happens. In fact, I know in Delhi, many people reported like the moment they go out, meet more people, and they come back, and then they have this cold. And yeah.
So हमारी थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्वेंट रहेंगे ना हम लोग, तो हम लोग बच सकते हैं इन चीजों से.
Mm,
तो
mm.
हमको बचना ज्यादा है, मीन्स बाद में ट्रीटमेंट करने से अच्छा पहले बचो ना. दैट
Huh,
विल बी फार मोर बेटर.
exactly.
So so don't you don't have to go through that process of eating medicines and doing all these things.
Hmm.
So please try to be like alert, aware. That is the best thing. So
Hmm.
you're saved of many things. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Premji, Rajvin, Rakhi, you have any question or feedback?
My feedback is very, very good, very, very good session. And because I always have the respiratory distress. Whenever someone stresses me out, or work stress, everything stress, I do get it. So
Correct.
because I'm a laughter therapist, so I get it very often. And
Right.
most often it can lead into it leads into depression because um uh this kind of sickness leaves me into dysphasia, dysarthria, and also unexpressed emotions. So all the remedies you shared were very, very good. I'm gonna try them. My uh hypnosis is uh hypnosis is I've been trying out of hypnosis for 2 months, but I feel that I need to go back to it at least 2 3 months to actually strengthen my mind.
Yeah.
And also in the long term I'm going to um do counseling psychology for further my studies in I because I realized all uh the main cause of respiratory cough, cough and cold and chesty is all to do with suppressing of feelings. And most of the time it is because of you are like for myself. I'm a laughter therapist, and actually I'm a laughter therapist, motivational speaker, trainer. Most often than not, we we absorb we absorb our we absorb other people's problems. We become a good listener because of our profession, and then we ourselves, because of their depression, because of other people depression, we empathize with them, and then we become depressed ourselves. So thank you for the remedies and the breathing techniques, and I will go back to hypnosis. Thank you.
Yes, please. Yeah, it would help you great. I'm saying.
Mm.
Yes, um, those who wish, I think somebody needs some information, so you can take the number from ma'am and you can definitely call me. I will definitely see that your problem is solved. Okay, the cold issue or whatever it is, and definitely you will come out of it in a natural way, more natural way. Okay, so I just end it up here, ma'am. Anything else?
No, thank you so much, Hemanji. So we don't have more questions, but people are happy and with the session that you mentioned and
Yeah, thank
all
you.
the details and everything. So thank you so much, Hemanji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone, and see you again tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice time.